All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, say glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Makabadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, His unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Mashiach and Habashah. Those are their true names, equals of Petty and Hebrew, Ba'ashwan Ba'ash no tongue. And I say Barakathon to the elders who are Akiman Akwaf, and I say Shalom. So back out here again for the thing. I say it back out here again for the third or fourth time. Out here on the Highways and Hedges, the Chief Justice Concourse on this Saturday night, September 21st, 2024. And what I should show. This is the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before thee and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and great kingdoms of war, even pestilence. Right, so we're out here prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, even pestilence. That's going to occur more and more in these times. Just like it was in the times of our forefathers during their times, they was prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. That's what we're doing, prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. Jeremiah 28, verse 9. The prophet, it says the prophet was prophesied of peace when the word of the prophet should come to pass. Then should the prophet be known that Yahweh has truly sent. Right, then should it be known that the prophet that Yahweh has truly sent. And this is Amos 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine upon in the land, and not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Right, so it's going to be the hearing of the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh, and it's going to be a famine of word as well, too, in these times. Amos 8, verse 12. They shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right, so many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased in these last days. Amos 8, verse 13. In that day shall feverish a young man faint for thirst. And this is Daniel 12, verse 1. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, who was standing for the children of our people, right, the Israelites. And there should be a time of trouble, as the time we're about to approach, such as never was since there was a nation. Even to the same time, and at that time, thy people should be, it says, everyone that shall be written shall be found written in the book. Daniel 12, verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake to everlasting life. Sons of shame and everlasting contempt. This is Daniel 12, verse 3, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. This is Daniel 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book. Even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right, so many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased in these last days. And Michael the archangel, we're going to have to stand up for the children of my people. This is Israelite. And this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Jeremiah 30, verse 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved after. I don't know why it's that we be saved during the time of Jacob's trouble, once it comes into full effect. And these are the times we're about to enter into. So this is what we are here prophesying about, prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. This is the prophet Jeremiah. This is the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 1. It says, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me a destroying wind. Jeremiah 51, verse 2, and I will send unto Babylon's famine, that shall famish and enter your land, for the day of trouble shall be against her round about. Jeremiah 51, verse 3, and against him that bendeth let the harsh bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his bride, spare he not her young men, destroy he all her hosts. This is Jeremiah 51, verse 4, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thirsty her streets. And this is Jeremiah 51, verse 5. For Israel has not been forsaken, nor Judah of the power of Yahweh of hosts, though their land is filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah 51, verse 6, and it reads, flee out of the midst of Babylon, right, mentally and spiritually for the Israelites. Flee out of the midst of Babylon. It said, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man's soul. Be not cut off for iniquity. But this is the time Yahweh's vengeance will render unto her recompense. Right, so he's going to render unto her a recompense of modern day spiritual Babylon. Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations had drunk the wine, therefore the nations were mad. Rise to this day. Jeremiah 51 verse 8. It says, Babylon suddenly fall destroyed. How for her to take mine for her pain, and so that she may be healed. Right, so there's no healing for modern day spiritual Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, but it said we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, let us go everyone to his own country. But for her judgments reach to heavens, and it's lifted up into the skies. Right, for the justice of Babylon has been reached to heavens, and it's lifted up into the skies still to this day. Prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 10. And the power of Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare into Zion in the works of Yahweh our power. Jeremiah 51 verse 11. Make bright the arrows, right those missiles, and gather the shields, and Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings Medes for his device against Babylon to destroy it. To destroy it because it is the vengeance of Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple. Right, the temple are his people, the Israelites, and his vengeance against modern day spiritual Babylon as well too. Jeremiah 51 verse 12, set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make watch strong, set up a watchman. Prepare the ambushes for Yahweh has done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Right, because this is the modern day inhabitants of modern day spiritual Babylon, just like ancient Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 13, hold out the well upon many waters, abundant treasures. Thy end is come in the measure of thy covetousness. Jeremiah 51 verse 14, in the power in the Yahweh of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill you with more. As with caliber, they shall live and shall not see. Jeremiah 51 verse 15. He had made the earth by his power. He had established the world by his wisdom. He had stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Jeremiah 51 verse 16. When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he caused the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh light for rain, he bringeth forth winds out of his treasure. Jeremiah 51 verse 17. And every man is bruised by his knowledge, and every found is confounded by his graven image. For his multiple image is falsehood, there is no breath in him. Right, Psalms 96 verse 5, because the gods of the idols, the gods of the nation are idols. Jeremiah 51 verse 18. Jeremiah 51 verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the of his inheritance, and Yahweh of hosts is his name. Jeremiah 51 verse 20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, with thee I will break the peace of the nations, and I will destroy kingdoms. Right, that's what Heavenly Father is going to do. Just like he did that to ancient Babylon, he's going to do that to modern day spiritual Babylon. Because there's no new thing under the sun. Because this is a modern day Tower of Babel spiritually, and this is a modern day spiritual Babylon. And Yasharal, the Prince of Power, the Israelites, they are the Heavenly Father battle axe and weapons of war, just like it was in ancient times. Now you see this in modern times. And the Heavenly Father himself, Exodus 15 verse 3, he's a man of war. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 21. And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider. With thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Jeremiah 51 verse 22. And with thee I will also break in pieces man and woman. With thee I will break in pieces the old and young. With thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid. Jeremiah 51 verse 23. And I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock. And with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. It says, with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yokes of oxen. With thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. I meant to say Salakia. Jeremiah 51 verse 24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea and all the evil that they had done unto Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh. Christ did to this day. Modern day spiritual Babylon, modern day spiritual Chaldea. And all the evil that they had done unto Zion, Christ did to this day, from ancient times all into modern day times. And your sight, saith Yahweh. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth. Still to this day, and I will stretch out my hands upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 26. And they shall not take thee a stone from the corner, or a stone from the foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 27. Set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her, cause together against the kings of Azarah, and many in Ashkenaz appointed captive against her, cause the horses to come up as a rough calico. Jeremiah 50, the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 28. Jeremiah 51 verse 28. It says, prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes. It says, the captains thereof, all the rulers thereof, all the lands of his dominion. Jeremiah 51 verse 29. And the land shall tremble and sorrow for every purpose of Yahweh shall be formed against Babylon, to make the land Babylon a desolation without habitations. Jeremiah 51 verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon for going to fight, they have remained at home. That might has failed, they become this woman, they had burned her blood vessels, no bars of work. Now, if we switch it up and get to that Revelations 13th chapter, so we definitely going to see the increasing of downfall of Babylon the Great. And this is Revelations 13, verse 16. It says, and it calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEADS. Right, so in order to buy or sell, you got to have that RFID and the CHIP in order to buy or sell, because very soon it's going to be a cashless society, a fast payment a fast contactless payment society. And this is what we're about to enter into. So if you're upper class or lower class of the economic spectrum, that's they want you to take the RFID and the CHIP in order to buy or sell. Revelation 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he have the Quran, or the name of the BEASC, or the number of his name. Right, so in order to buy or sell, you're going to have the RFID, the CHIP of this Quran under this BEASC system, and the number of his name as well, too. Revelation 13. Revelations 13, verse 18. It says, here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEASC, for it is the number of a man, and his number is SIX 303 score and SIX. This is Revelations 14, verse 8. It says, and there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all the nations drink the wine and wrath of her fornication, right still to this day. Because this is modern day spiritually Babylon, and this is modern day spiritually Tower of Babel. As we see in the downfall of modern day spiritually Babylon, Revelations 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the BEASC in his image, and receive the charagma in his FOREHEAD on his hand. Right, so there's going to be a penalty for that if you take that RFID and CHIP of this MOTB, of this charagma, soon to come. Revelations 14, verse 10, the saints shall drink the wine and wrath. It says, the saints shall drink the wine and wrath the out was poured without mixture. And his cup his indignation. And he shall be torn with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. Revelations 14, verse 11, and he spoke of their torment ascending up forever and ever. They have no rest day or night, who worship the BEASC in his image, but whosoever receiveth the charagma in his name. And this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee for the hour of temptation. Right, so as long as we continue to keep the words and the patience of the Heavenly Father, he will keep us from this hour of temptation of the pushing of this charagma, of this RFID, the CHIP, in order to buy or sell. So Ottoman rocks that the Heavenly Father, that he will keep us from, from that hour of temptation, as long as we continue to keep the patience of the words of the Heavenly Father, of the Holy Scriptures, as us continue to be in his service and prophets of the Heavenly Father. As long as we continue to keep the patience of his word, Ottoman rocks that he'll keep us from the hour of temptation. And this is what we're about to enter into, And Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. Yep, this is the book of Revelations. Revelations 18 verse 1, it says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was like with his glory. Revelations 18 verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. It's become a habitation of deceivers, and a hold for every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean, the HATEFUL word. Right, so we see the downfall of Babylon, what it promotes, evilness and wickedness, unrighteous decrees. Revelations 18 verse 3. For all the nations that know the one right for fornication still to this day. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with them, and the mercies of the earth are waxed rich in the abundance of their delicacies. Revelations 18 verse 4. And I heard another voice of heaven saying, come out of my people, as you be not taken for sins, receive them in the plagues. Right, so we got to come out of the ways of Babylon, mentioned in scripture, and come back into the righteous path of righteous ways inside the Heavenly Father, as us being the instruments. Revelations 18 verse 5, for our sins have reached to heavens, and your outcasts cover us iniquity. Right, for the sins of Babylon has reached to heavens, and the Heavenly Father has covered iniquity still to this day. Revelations 18 verse 6, for even as you do, and double into another. And the cup she had filled for another. Revelations 18 verse 7, how much she had glorified herself to them. Listen, right, Babylon the Great. So much torn and sorrow give her, for she has in her heart, I said, a queen and a widow, right, Babylon the Great, the modern and spiritual Babylon. And this is Revelations 18 verse 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine. She shall be utterly burnt with fire, for the power of thy power who judgeth her. Revelations 18 verse 9. And the kings of the earth who had committed fornication with her, right, still to this day, of this modern day spiritual Babylon, and the kings of the earth who had committed fornication with her, and bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right, so they're going to see the smoke of her burning. The kings of the earth, the leaders of this earth, they're going to see they're going to lament for her and they shall see the smoke of her burning. Revelations 18 verse 10 is standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city for in 1 hour thou just become. Right, for in 1 hour thou just become on the daughter of Babylon, modern day Babylon, the daughter of Babylon who ought to be destroyed. This modern day spiritual Babylon. Revelations 18 verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Revelations 18 verse 12, and the merchants of gold and silver and the precious stones and pearls and fine linen, and purple and silk and scarlet and all thy wood and all manner of vessels, and of ivory and all manner of vessels, uh, and most precious woods and the brass and iron and marble. Revelations 18 verse 13, and the cinnamon and the odors and ointments and fragrance, and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat, and beasts and sheep and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Revelations 18 verse 14, and the fruit of thy lust after all depart from thee, and all the things which were dainty and goodly, and all depart from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Revelations 18 verse 15, and the merchants of these things which were rich made by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, for weeping and wailing. Revelations 18 verse 16, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour, Salakia. Revelations 18 verse 16 slipped a tongue of words, so Salakia for that. Revelations 18 verse 16, saying, at last, that great city, that was clothed with fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Revelations 18 verse 17, for in 1 hour so great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster, all the company of ships and sailors, as many as trade by seas to the far off. Revelations 18 verse 18, and they cried when they saw the smoke for burning. It says, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Right, modern day spiritual Babylon. Revelations 18 verse 9, and they cast dust in their heads, and they cried weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city, which was made rich and had ships in the seas by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. Right, for in 1 hour, modern day spiritual Babylon great is going to be desolate in 1 hour. She is made desolate. Revelations 18 verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heavens, ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh has avenged you on earth. Revelations 18 verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus will advise to that great city Babylon be gone down, it shall be found no more at all. Revelations 18 verse 22, and the voice of the harpers and musicians and harpers and trumpeters shall be heard among all people, and no craftsman, whoever crafty be, should be found any more in thee, and the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more all in thee. Revelations 18 verse 23, and the light of the candle shall be shined no more all in thee, and the voice of the bridegrooms and all the brides shall be heard no more all in thee. And thy merchants were great men of the earth, for by sorceries were all nations deceived, right, still to this day. So that's why Babylon is going to be no more in existence, this modern and spiritual Babylon. Revelations 18 verse 24, and her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints, and all that were slain upon the earth. Gone. Babylon the Great. And this is the book of Psalms. Yeah, this is the book of Psalms 137 verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon we sat down, yea, we wept, we remembered to Zion. Psalms 137 verse 2, we hang our harps upon the willows in the midst of her. Psalms 137 verse 3, it reads, for there they carried away us captive, required of a song, and they wasted us, required us a mirth, saying, sing one of those songs is to Zion. Psalms 137 verse 4, how should we sing Yahweh's song in a strange land? Psalms 137 verse 5, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. Psalms 137 verse 6, if I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth, and I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Psalms 137 verse 7, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem. He said, raise it even to the foundations of it. Psalms 137 verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee, and that hath served us. Right, just like it says in Jeremiah 51st chapter, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, is going to render that recompense the temple, the vengeance against Babylon, the vengeance of his temple of his people as well too, the Israelites, from our forefathers and ancestors all the way down to us, the Israelites. This is Jeremiah, not Jeremiah, Salaki. This is the book of Psalms 137 verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be, for the thee thou hast served us. Psalms 137 verse 9. Happy shall he, it said, happy shall he that taketh and dash like little ones against stones. Right, just like they did that to our forefathers and ancestors, that's going to happen towards them times double. Rightfully so. That's why we're prophesying against modern day Mount Seir, and we're prophesying against modern day Babylon. So the daughter of Babylon ought to be destroyed. And this is of the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, like the Israelites. Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. And I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat over there in Western Asia, Middle East. It says, and I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations to part of my land. Right, so they had departed the heavenly Father's land. Because Jerusalem should be tried down to the Gentiles be fulfilled, and that's what we see in the progress as we speak. They had scattered his people, the Israelites. Has been scattered among the nations and part of his land as well too. Joel, hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh when the prophets on the scene, judgment come between. Joel chapter 3, verse 3. They have cast lots upon my people. They have given a boy for the harlot. They sold the girl for wine. They might drink. Joel, like there's going to be a recompense for that. Just like they did that to our forefathers and ancestors. That's going to happen towards them times double. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Right, the Heavenly Father, he requires that which is past. It's Malachi 3, verse 6. The Heavenly Father, he changed not. He still remains the same because he's the Ancient of Days. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 4. It says, yea, would have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, right? Those Hamitic nations. And on the coast of Palestine, those Ishmaelites. Now, you do have Israelites that are scattered among the Hamites and the Ishmaelites. Of course, we understand that. But the actual Hamites and Israelites, but the actual Hamites and Israelites, the actual Hamites and Ishmaelites sold our forefathers and ancestors, teamed up with Esau, Edom. So Esau, Edom, and the Hamites and the Ishmaelites, there's going to be a righteous recompense for that. It says, "Will you run to be a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, and I will turn your recompense upon your own head." Right, so that the Father will turn that recompense upon your own head when they did to the children of Israel, to this day. And this is Prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, because you have taken my silver and my gold. It says, you have kept them into your temple in the present days. Right, that the Father showed the people Israel. And this is Prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 6. It says, right, the apple of the heavenly Father's eye, which is Israelites. That's our forefathers. This is Joel, chapter 3, verse 6. It says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. Right, because we've been removed far from our border still to this day from our ancestors and forefathers all the way down to us. But yet to stay we stay in the land of our captivities. And we're been scattered among all the nations, because Israel should be at the same seat, because Judah and Jerusalem are pressed together. The 12 tribes of Israel, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. Right, so to this day. Joel chapter 3, verse 7. Behold, I will raise them up. It says, behold, I will raise them up out of place to pass over. And I will turn your recompense upon their own head. Right, so the Heavenly Father will have that recompense upon their own head for what they did to the children of Israel. Joel chapter 10, verse 7. Behold, I will raise them up out of place to pass over. And I will turn your recompense upon your own head. Right, so that recompense is definitely going to upon their own head what they did to the children of Israel. As you read the book of Obadiah 1, verse 15. Because the day of the Heavenly Father is nailed upon all the heathen, which is the other nations. Joel chapter 3, verse 8. It says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah. They shall sell it to the Samaritans, those people over there in Yemen, to a people far off from how it has spoken. Right, so these are Edomites, men, women, and children. They're going to be slaves and serfs and handmaids. Hey, so he that leads into captivity should go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must kill with the sword. There is a patience of the faith of the saints, which are the Israelites. From our forefathers, the ancient men, all the way to us in modern day times, the elders of our doctrine. Because we are the Israelites, we are the saints of the Most High. Hey, Isaiah 14, verse 21, So that's going to be that ultimate recompense on Esau, Edom, men, women, and children, what they did to our forefathers. Just like they did that to our forefathers, that's going to happen towards them times double. Joel chapter 3, verse 8. It says, I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah. They shall set into the Samaritans, so people fall off from Yahweh has spoken. Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. I believe it was something from Jason A, because he do YouTube videos and stuff like that. And then, and it was saying, he did a video, from Jason A. He had something about the Israel Defense Force nuke in Lebanon. As we've been seeing, as of yesterday, we've been seeing those. I would say day before yesterday, because you had like a thousand rockets on standby of the Hezbollah was trying to launch rockets over there into, over there in Israel, especially like the upper part of Israel, like the northern part and the southern part as well too. So that's why you're seeing ongoing escalations are heating up on both sides. So hey, that Iran versus Israel, that situation is only going to heat up, and that Hezbollah versus the Israel Defense Force, especially between the borders of Lebanon and Israel, so that's heating up. And that's a prime example of wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, that's what we're seeing over there in Western Asia. All the armies of nations. That's why we're seeing the increasing of the arms of nations rising up against one another. That's what we're seeing. So it's only going to continue to increase. Good. Salakia. So that, like I mentioned before, that Iran-Israel situation is only going to continue to heat up. And you got the pro-Iranian groups over there. You got the Syrian armies over there. You got the Russian armies over there. They all teaming up together. And their main target is going to be the Israel Defense Force. And that's why it's heating up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat over there in Western Asia. And these are prime examples of increasing of wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is only going to continue to intensify. And it's only going to continue to increase. So, and this is what we are here prophesying about war, evil, and pestilence. And this is, smart. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, so that's what we're seeing over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Armageddon, Armageddon 1. Iran versus Israel, the pro-Iranian groups. They're all together going against the Israel Defense Force. And they mostly targeting the United States armies and the Israel Defense Force as well too, especially throughout Iraq and Syria and throughout all those areas over there in Western Asia. Hey, what's taking place over there in the Red Sea? That's only going to escalate. You got the Houthi rebels, going against the Israel Defense Force, going against the United States armies, going against the coalition forces of Great Britain as well too. So they going against the Israel Defense Force, Great Britain, and the United States. Those coalition forces together going against the Houthi rebels, which is over there in Yemen. So it's heating up over there in the Red Sea. It's heating up over there in the Gulf of Eden, the dragon of the Arabian Sea. But the scripture says the dragons of Arabia is going to be rising up against these the dragons of Arabia, they're going to be rising up against those Israel Defense Forces as well too, and the United States. So that's what that Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, comes into play as well too. That Russia is going to be guard to those nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. The dragons of Arabia, they all going to team up together, going against the Israel Defense Force. That's what we're seeing in progress as we're speaking. That's why it's heating up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Western Asia. So, like I mentioned again, that situation between Iran, Iran versus the Israel Defense Force, that's only going to continue to heat up. This is all other nuclear escalations are heating up as well too. Just like what's taking place over there in the South China Sea, China versus Taiwan, and China getting closer and closer to invading Taiwan. And we're seeing what's taking place over there in the Korean Peninsula, North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, and the United States. That's heating up. You're seeing what's taking place over there in the disputed territory islands, China versus Philippines. All these other nations are being part of that as well too. That's backing and teaming up with the Philippines, going against the tensions that they had towards China. So that's only going to escalate more and more and more. As we've seen previously, that the United States is allies with the Philippines, as the United States sent that warning to China, previously. So it's only going to escalate over there. Even though they're trying to calm the tensions down, but it's going to escalate more and more and more. And that's a prime example that the Heavenly Father is putting that warlike mindset into these armies of nations to be in that warlike mindset. That's only going to continue to increase. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Oh, yeah, the Russia-Ukraine situation, that's only going to intensify. Russia versus NATO, EU versus NATO, Belarus and Russia together versus NATO, Russia versus the United States, that's only going to heat up. That's a prime example of the Heavenly Father's putting that warlike mindset of these armies of nations. He's waking up the mighty man. That's only going to continue to increase. And this is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh, the prophets in the scene just become between. And this is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords and the pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say I'm strong. Right, with these armies of nations, they are in that warlike mindset. And now we're starting to see that the weak say I'm strong. And we see Iran building up their nuclear capability. We see North Korea building up their nuclear capability, and all these other nations that got that military strength, that military might, and that nuclear capability. Now we're starting to see that the weak say I'm strong. Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves, come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about this to cause our mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Joel chapter 3, verse 12. Let the heathen be awakening and come up into the valley of Jehoshaphat, right, Yahweh Shaphat. For there I will sit and judge all the heathen round about, which is the armies of the other nations. That's why the Heavenly Father slowly but surely gathered the nations up over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat. Joel chapter 3, verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come ye down, for the press is full, and the fast will flow, for their wickedness is great. Joel chapter 10, verse 14. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision. But the day of Yahweh is near the valley of decision. Right, so the day of the Heavenly Father is near the valley of decision. Valley is supposed to make Yahweh Shabbat. Yes, it is. So I'm out here I'm back out here for the fourth time. So it's lucky about that. I wasn't trying to miscalculate that, so it's lucky for that. But anyways, Joel chapter 3 and verse 14. Multitudes and the multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near the valley of decision. Right, so the day of the Heavenly Father is near the valley of decision. Valley is supposed to affect Yahweh Shabbat. Second will pass, behold, third will come quickly. Armageddon, Armageddon 1. Joel chapter 3 and verse 15. And the sun and the moon and the stars shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shine. This is of the prophet Joel chapter 3 verse 16. And the power of Yahweh shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice of Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Right, so the Heavenly Father will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel, the Israelites. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 17. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh your power, dwelling into Zion in my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and no stranger shall pass through her anymore. Right, the stranger, which is the other nations, is not going to pass through Jerusalem anymore. And we represent Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is a people before us a place. As it says, I believe, Galatians 4, verse 26. Jerusalem is above, which is free, This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 18. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall drop down a new wine in the hills, and shall flow with milk. All the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth, and the house of Yahweh shall water the valleys of cities. Joel chapter 3, verse 19. It said, Egypt shall be a desolate wilderness, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they had shed innocent blood in their land, right to this day. And Zechariah 11, verse 5, who possessed the slave and opposed themselves not guilty, that's Esau, Edom. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 20. But Judah shall dwell forever and ever, and Jerusalem for generations and generations. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for Yahweh dwelling into Zion. Bring out this last scripture, then I'll close it out. So back out here again for the fourth time on the Highways and Hedges, Chief Plus Concourse on this Saturday night, September the 21st, 2024, on this Saturday night in the Wadi Haba Shemi Ashai, as always, for giving us the opportunity chance to come out and do so in the Wadi Haba Shemi Ashai for camping us about with the holy angels, and clothing the elders will occupy as well too. Isaiah 11 verse 10. It says, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the ensign to the people shall the Gentiles see, and his rest shall be glorious. Right, so we are the root of Jesse, that's our forefather. We are the sons and daughters of the root of Jesse. This is Isaiah 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, right, us the Israelites, which shall be left from Assyria, right, because the northern kingdom, they was in Assyrian captivity, and from Egypt, right, Israelites, they was in ancient Egypt and modern day spiritual Egypt as well too, and from Paphros and from Cush, and from Elam and from Shinar and Hamath and from the islands of the sea, right, and these are the areas that we still scatter and still to this day, because Israel should be a sand sea. This is Isaiah 11 verse 12. He shall set up an ensign, for the nations shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Right, the outcasts of Israel and dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And Heavenly Father's coming back to restore the remnant of his people, the Israelites. I don't want rocks that would be part, or take to be part of that. Isaiah 11 verse 13, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. And Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Right, so Ephraim and Judah, they're gonna come back together as that one stick, and they're not gonna vex and envy one another no more. Isaiah 11 verse 14, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and children of Ammon shall obey them. Edom, which is so-called white people, Moab so-called Chinese, and children of Ammon, so-called Japanese Korean, shall obey them. This is of the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 15. In the power of Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. With his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the rivers, and he shall smite and even seven springs to make man go to dry shore. And this is of the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 16. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. Right, so the heavenly Father is coming back for the remnant of his people, the Israelites. So he's on in the midst of his people, like it says in Joel 2 and verse 27. And this is second Edges. Yep, second Edges 6 and verse 7. It says, Then answer I and say, what shall be the pardon of the son of times? Or when the end shall be the end of it, and the first the beginning of it that follow. And this is second Edges 6 and verse 8. And he say unto me from the beginning, and unto Isaac and Jacob, when Esau was born of him, and Jacob and held first and held Esau. Second Edges 6 and verse 9. But Esau's in the world, Jacob beginning that follow. Right, so Esau's in the world, Jacob beginning that follow. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Shah. Out here on the Highways and Hedges, the Chief Plus Concourse for the fourth time. And Thwadi Yahweh Shah for that. And Barakathum to the elders while Akim Akbar, and I say Shalom. And Thwadi Yahweh Shah for the camp us about with the holy angels. Including the elders while Akim, was out here teaching today. Thwadi Yahweh Shah for that. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son,